I'm recording, by the way. All right, so let's look at this. Let's look at this. We have a function. This is a piecewise function. I've put the graph on the screen. This is a piecewise function. It's a goofy looking function, but a function nonetheless. And we're asked to take a bunch of limits. So the first limit is, what is the limit?
Does not exist.
What is the limit as x approaches 0? Okay? Now, but which way is it coming from?
On the right, is it a plus?
Yeah, it's a plus. I'll zoom in so you can see it a little better. Right? It's a plus.
So that means it's one-sided.
Yep. So what you would do is, we're going to come from positive infinity. So we're going to look at this graph coming from positive infinity. So we're just going to follow, and as we approach 0, right, what value is it approaching? 1. So the limit of the function is going to be 1. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so now watch the next one. When x approaches 1, so we got to look at the negative limit, right, from the negative infinity. So as x approaches 1, here it looks like it's going down towards 0. So when I take the limit of this thing, as x approaches 1 from negative infinity, it's actually approaching 0. Now, if I look at this thing coming from the right, or from positive infinity, what is it approaching? 1. So if I look at the limit of the function as x approaches 1 from positive infinity, the limit is actually 1. Yeah, it has no limit because this limit is 0 and this limit is 1. So the two one-sided limits do not equal one another, therefore it doesn't have a two-sided limit. I'm going to play this video for your parents and ask them, why do I have to tolerate this when I'm trying to teach students? When x is approaching 2, we do the same thing. We're going to look at it from the left-hand side. So as I come from negative infinity, what y value is it approaching? 1. Right? 2 is what we're approaching when x approaches 2, but we're looking at the y value, so it's approaching 1.
Why is it approaching 1 if it's already at 1?
Well, if it's already there, then it's approaching it.
No, it's not. It's there.
So when I come from positive infinity, I come down and come down, it's approaching what? 1. So my limit from negative infinity is 1. My limit approaching 2 from positive infinity is 1. So the two-sided limit exists and is 1. So whenever the positive and negative infinity approaches equal 1, then the two-sided limit equals 1. Now, here's the when x approaches 3,
2.
it's approaching 2 and approaching 2, right? And so then the two-sided limit would be 2. Now for 4,
1.
as I approach from negative infinity, it equals 1, but what about from positive infinity?
There isn't anything.
There isn't anything, but notice it doesn't say anything about a two-sided limit. Does that make sense? Okay.